A jolly mood engulfs a green, layered and serene Ngondi village in Tharaka Nithi County. It is Moratho, a period of the year in Tharaka's ecological calendar characterized by activities such as tilling, planting and weeding. Millet, sorghum, cowpeas, green grams, among other indigenous crops, highly valued by Tharaka community, are sprightly growing in the fertile soils, and a plentiful harvest is seemingly beckoning. The Raka community, like many other African communities, enjoys and highly regards rich diversity of indigenous seeds.
Oyo mwere wa kiraka na mwere oyo wega bwa mwere oyo kiraka kere makie mathongi muno
Ndoroko eno ngwete itagwe kamburu indoroko ira twandaga ndene ya guku gwetu Tharaka mbeu ira ya tene ira yandagwa igakura nduti na nio itethagia arimi ba Tharaka kubathiriria yura.
Not only for food production, but also strongly rooted in their originality as a people. The Raka seed cycle involves a distinct seed identification and selection, harvesting, drying, preservation and storage.
We want
to make sure that at the end of it all, we have revived at least 8 indigenous seed varieties that will be revived, used, and stored within the community.
To date, this routine has guaranteed sufficiency in seed supply for planting, in the wake of increasing crop pests and diseases, drought, and soil infertility.
Currently, the government is investing to our farmers, giving out seed handouts, and these seeds are not doing well. When they give seeds, they give with fertilizers, they give chemicals, they give other things, other accompaniments that are harmful to our cells, that are harmful to our environment. And so we are advocating for the indigenous seed because one, it's one of the seeds that are very tolerant to our harsh climatical conditions. Again, when it rains, very little rains, these seeds are able to grow up and farmers are able to harvest. And again, our indigenous seeds are very nutritious.
We have what we call kitchen garden modeling. In the kitchen garden modeling, you find that farmers will produce cereals or other type of crops for their own consumption. And here is mainly where we have promoted the seed biodiversity by encouraging people to retain indigenous seed according to the preferences they like. For example, the taste of indigenous seed is quite of a good quality, and that is an aspect that is preferred by the producers.
Through the recuperation of indigenous knowledge systems in farming, the Raka community uses ecological maps and calendars to reignite their healthy relationships with nature. Traditional seed knowledge, including seed handling and management practices, continue to offer fundamental links towards contributing to the sustainable goal of zero hunger in African continent.
Issues of indigenous knowledge, best practices, what does best here, we'll be able to kind of consolidate all this information. In a nutshell, we don't close our eyes on this traditional knowledge, indigenous knowledge. We consider it, even when it is it goes out, he considers talking to them as key stakeholders and key informants, for that matter. They inform a lot on what happens around here.
With agribusiness as the mainstay of Tharaka Nithi County, the county's economy is largely dependent on agribusiness. A majority of the smallholder farmers in the arid and semi-arid areas of Tharaka, however, continue to face many challenges attributed to unsustainable seeds, drought, farm input burden to farmers that occasionally result in crop failure and subsequent food shortage. These largely affect local food supply and agribusiness.
Sana sana tunanunuanga ndengu, mawere, doroko, mtama, mahindi na maharagwe. Na tukinunua sana sana tunauzianga watu wa Nairobi, Nyamakema, Thika na Mombasa. Sana sana ile wakati mvua inakuanga kidogo tunapitianga changamoto sana ya kukosa chakula ya kununua kwa wingi. Inatubidi tunaenda mbali sana kama Tanzania ama Uganda kutafuta mahindi ama maharagwe.
Seed is key to the survival and spiritual well-being of the Raka community. It is in their spirituality and plays a central role in their connectedness to the spiritual deities.
Seed is usually celebrated, and the seed comes also central in day-to-day activities of the Raka people. At marriage, a new couple is given seed as a sign of blessing and to start a new life. And the seed is always there. It is actually central in day-to-day activities, whether it is in the ceremonies, whether it is in the rain-making ceremonies, because every moment, especially when they are doing also Thanksgiving ceremony, they bring diversity of all the seed they have. They have the millet, for example, they have the cowpeas, they have the pigeon peas, and this is the diversity of the contribution that they also use to do the rituals, especially if they are welcoming the rain.
African Biodiversity Network, ABN, a regional network of individuals and partner organizations like RIDEP, works to develop and enable resilient local communities to govern their lives and livelihoods through embracing social, cultural, and ecological diversity.
What we do across Africa with these farmers, they revive the traditional and the local scenes, and also the related knowledge that go with the seed. And a part of this knowledge and the practice we have seen is that by way of understanding the calendar of their seasons and the way the changes that happen in the environment, in the sky, the farmers are able to plan their farming and to be able to tell when the best rain comes and according to the seasons. So part of this work has also been to revive rituals that also go with the seed, because we know that seed is very sacred and is also celebrated.
With agriculture as a devolved function in Kenya, desirable is a sound policy environment that recognizes biodiversity, people's rights, cultures, indigenous knowledge systems, ecological agriculture practices, and approaches to food production, which remain a vital pathway to a food sovereign, healthy African community.
You cannot talk about traditions, cultural pathways without talking about sovereignty of the people. And that is why seed sovereignty is a very, very important topic, because it determines how secure people are going to be in terms of food and also nutrition. When they self-determine what to eat, when they self-determine how to grow it, then that gives them the sovereignty that is required for them to move forward. Agroecology actually provides a very important framework for food and nutrition security, and also seed sovereignty. That is why it's important that people legislate around agroecology, and we have been doing it in Kiambu County. We started with passing a motion in the County Assembly of Kiambu that sought the recognition and support of agroecology in the county.
To the Tharaka people, value of their traditional seed diversity, knowledge systems, and overwhelming desire to revive it and go back to their roots is the stepping stone to holistic social, cultural, economic, and ecological freedom.